All right, guys, we're going to look at some ideas for a failed triangle from closed guard, some ways to deal with it based on what my opponent is doing. If I get that jump triangle, that hip racing kind of triangle up to the top and land it, awesome. But most of the time, I'll go for it and get kind of a high guard. They tend to posture, or they tend to swivel from side to side and start working their defenses. These are some ways to deal with it. So, starting from a closed guard, there are a lot of entries to the triangle. I always like to see how teachers will teach it like this, like, oh, just do this and here you are. It almost never happens in live rolling. Often they're trying to break a guard, right? I feel this, and I'm fighting that, and maybe I get lucky and come over the top and I get here. Usually your triangle entry is going to start from one shoulder being beaten. So I'll play the upside, the camera can stay where it is, but if I punch him here, classic Superman kind of setup and get here, what's really important is where my knee line is. I want to have this right on the neck. If he postures up a little bit and I get here, and I'm below, I'm already losing. So even if I lock this up, there's so much space, I'm at the end of my fulcrum with my ankles. This is a losing battle. If I get up here and I'm down to his back with my foot, I'm giving him the exit. He goes out to his right, free, right, he can start stacking. If I get here and I'm chopping across his shoulders, now if he postures up, I can literally hang on him 1 foot, especially if I start getting 2. Okay, so when we look at our entry, a big part of it, especially if I'm doing this jump triangle, if I'm getting here, we'll just use this entry as a starting point. I'm punching to his chest, is getting here. So if he starts posturing up, it's like, oh, I need to go with him and across as much as I can towards the other foot. If I just come to high guard here, this is awesome. However, look how much posture he's already got. He starts stacking, starts stepping up, starts working around. It's hard. So one of the things I look at, and we'll do it this side so you can see from the camera, if I go like this and start locking up and he starts stacking, often I feel this arm come up because he wants to pull this leg and start passing, right? Typical in and out or one under, one over kind of stack pass. But if I'm here and I feel this, I'll slide this back down and re-guard. Now the arm's trapped. 2 things happen. 1, he starts focusing on getting this out, and the second is he stops defending this, or it's a lot. He's usually using this for a brace. So as I feel that, I'm going to reach across. As I pull this here, now I re-grip, and I'm already in my triangle setup. So I started with that triangle entry, or that high guard entry. He started posturing. I fixed that posture problem, then finished. I don't rush the submission. So one more time, I get here, I come up, I start doing this, I feel that. I drop down, catching the elbow. Here, gripping. If he's fighting this, it's hard, right? So I'll pull that head. There's that opening. Come up over the top. Now, big finish. I don't have this perpendicular kind of position. I want my shins facing the same way. So when I get here, I can put my foot on the heel, on his hip. I can grab here and pull. But really, what I like to do is make sure I'm here and turn that way so I'm getting the shoulder. If we bring the camera around, this is a really important part. If I'm finishing here, the space here is the hard part to finish. A lot of people do the figure 4. If you look where my knee is, it's way behind the shoulder, and then I'm trying to squeeze in behind it. I might have enough closing power, enough adduction here to actually squeeze this and get this second carotid close. I'm good on the first one, but not here. But a better bet, if I'm here and I'm not out wide, I'm gripping and I'm pushing him out. Even if I'm just here, I stretch out the shoulder. Now I'm connected here. As I come up over this, I'm behind the shoulder, and you can see how much redder his face gets, okay? See where we are? So if I do the other side, just to give him a break. As I'm coming up here, I don't want to be square. I can grip here, pull here, but I'm really turning to get that shoulder set up. My shins are in the same direction. This is way harder than this. Look, start posturing up and get free. I pull him down, shins in the same direction. Start posturing up. Okay, even without this, I'm going to finish him. Go and posture up. No figure 4, and I can almost finish him there. Really tight. Make sense? Good. So let's move on to some other ideas of the failed triangle. I came up here, he starts posturing, I feel that, I lock down here, re-grip, catch the arm, etc., all that stuff. Here's the other option. I get up here, and instead of coming around this way, he starts tucking this arm. Often this is because I want to pull that across. I want to get it to the hip pocket, but I'm not getting there, and there's all this space. So if I keep my high guard like this, he's hooking this and posturing, or he's stalling, and I really can't go anywhere, and I'm expending energy here. If I'm expending that energy, I want to put this foot across and reverse my high guard position, my triangle. I'm coming across here and re-gripping. Now I'm not going to finish him, but look what happens to his posture. Went from here to here. I'm forcing his head towards the mat, and I almost want him posting on the far hand. Try to drive back up. Okay, he can come up a little bit. If I turn my foot, now drive back up, it's really hard. I can even hang here. But this hand is now exposed to me. Before, I was here, he's hiding it, I'm pulling, it's not working. I turn, I grip here, it's now exposed. If he wants to keep it just tucked under his leg or under his butt, if he locks his hands up, either is fine. Here's one of two options. I'm gonna reach my near side hand, palm towards my butt, underneath to this hole. I probably won't get more than that, keep that nice and tight, but this hand can now come over and I use his elbow as a fulcrum. I push down and you can already see how it's painful. If I crank here, the arm will pop up. At some point it's gonna let go and it'll probably break. So I have to be careful. So if I do this and put him to a test, I can probably get him a tap right here. Okay, even if he's, go ahead and grip both hands. He grips both hands, I fish, again, keeping the pressure this way. I'm here, yeah, feel that? Sucks, okay? So it's almost like an omoplata setup. I'm just not going to that omoplata. If I get this loose though, as I pull, what I really want is this arm to swing out. So as I pull, instead of going up, I pull towards me. And as I get here, there's only one way it can roll because of the elbow, is across my chest. I'm gonna hold on that elbow, and then I switch the legs back as I pocket it on the far side. And then reset up my triangle, super tight. Okay, one more time. Let's go back all the way to the beginning. So I got my entry, I come here, he tucks that arm. Yeah, I feel that. I'm immediately switching to the other side, right? Looking for my opening. There's my gable grip. I pull, my legs shift as I bring it all the way to the pocket. Already tight on this, come up, there's my tap. Okay, here's the second option. You're doing good. As I get here, he starts posturing a little bit, but he's still tucking the arm. I can't get him to swing. I'm trying to turn and flip, it doesn't work. I'll reach for this, either the armpit or the elbow. And my palm is facing me now. As I grip here, I can create that reverse triangle turn because now I have extra pull, right? I can turn him and pull. Same idea, I'm gripping here, I pull, extend as I reset up the triangle this side. So just some ideas to deal with that failed posture. If I start from the beginning, I get here and everything's good, right there, I'm already in good shape. I can stretch him out. This is a fine finish, nothing wrong with it. If I'm chasing though, I come up one, he starts posturing. I catch and re-grip, and then fight this, come up again. Second option is he starts dropping that down. So I'm up here, I turn, re-grip here and keep him pushing this way, driving that knee down. Palm, here, boom. I pull it all the way across as I reset him up, or as I'm here with this high guard, he starts posturing up a little bit. I find the hole. Get here, pull, reset up here, down to the elbow. Pull across, reset up, and finish. So just some ways to deal with that failed triangle and controlling his head from side to side with the reverse triangle setup, as well as some options to deal with that hidden hand, or he kind of postures up and we can bring him back down. Try him out. Hope you like it.